There's a lot to talk about, but I'm going to ask an ignorant question, which you might get mad at.
Please don't.
You played against Kobe.
Right.
You played with Kobe.
Right.
If you have, and I'm sure you haven't asked this, but I just love these questions.
Oh God.
If you have your all-star team and you have a choice between Kobe and Michael, who do you choose?
Ooh, that's a good call. I thought you were gonna say Kobe and LeBron. I would
Yeah, me too,
I
that's
would have
usually-
put Kobe. To me, Mike's the greatest.
Yeah.
So I pick Mike.
Because he was a better teammate, or
No, because that's not necessarily true. They were both assholes. You know what I mean? Like, I know we never knew what kind of asshole Mike was until we got to see it on that documentary. But Kobe was the same way. Kobe
Yeah.
will cuss you out, certain guys.
I've heard
cuss
that.
you out, try to fight you, do shit to kind of push your buttons to motivate you. And Mike was the same way. Like,
Did he ever
it was
push you?
eerie.
Did
No.
Kobe ever push you?
Well, we got in. So we almost got in a fight, and that's how I ended up coming to Lakers when I faked the ball in his face
Yeah, I
after
remember
that.
that.
So that
When
was
you were on
like
the Kings?
No,
Was
I was
that
on
the Kings?
Orlando.
Okay.
Kobe's just a tough-minded motherfucker, mentally or physically, obviously skilled and gifted. But he always wanted to have that mental, advantage too. So he would do all kinds of grabbing, elbowing, cheap shots, kind of within the game, quote unquote. And I just wasn't having it that day because I kept getting called for the fouls. Like we almost fought, and then he called me and asked me if I wanted to come to the team that following summer.
What a stud!
Oh,
What
really?
a stud! Go! Oh, that's a dog that I need. He did that with
Yeah.
me. I
He
want
did
him on
me
my team.
me and Ron Artest both back
That's
to
called
back
a winner.
years.
That's called a winner.
It's like I'm tired of you motherfuckers trying to beat me up. Come play with me.
So I talked to one of his teammates, and I don't know. I want to. Well, maybe I can say it. Carlos Boozer.
Yeah.
Sat next to him, and Carlos told me that Kobe decided. He called Carlos 3 a.m. He's like, "What the hello?" And Kobe's like, "I don't want Jeremy Lin on my team." He yelled at Jeremy because, and then he said, "I'm not going on the court with you." Because Jeremy who's a great player. I don't know basketball the way
He
you
was
guys
solid.
do.
Yeah.
Am I speaking out of turn?
No,
Am
go
I
ahead.
in trouble?
No, you're
No,
good.
you're in trouble.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
God,
I don't want to
man.
get Carlos, but it was just so obvious that and Kobe was just basically calling him. I don't want him on my team. I don't think he should be on the team. And Carlos is talking to him like, I don't really know how to.
It's 3 in the morning.
What can
Right.
yeah,
But he would
what
obsess
power do
over
I
that
have?
shit and
Oh, yeah.
call people
Super
and-
obsessive.
Yeah.
Super obsessive. He was like a beautiful mind almost, how much he obsessed over being the best he can absolutely be. Like he had tons of God-given talent, but that motherfucker worked. He was working out before the sun came up in the off season every day. I used to go out to Orange County and work out with him sometimes. We're up on the track before the sun comes up, weights for hours. We would lift weights so hard the first time. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you expect me to shoot now? Like my arms are like jello, but then right after we're on the court, you know what I mean? So he was an animal.
You guys did the All the Smoke podcast with him. I mean, what, 2 weeks before he passed away?
No, we released it 2 weeks before he passed away.
Oh,
We
there you
shot it at the end of December.
Okay.
But I would see Kobe every other weekend because he coached Gigi and I coached my twins. So all, they're in the same circuit. She was 13. My kids were 10. We're 10 at the time. So we're always girls and boys, similar age.
You
We're
have
always
two
at
girls?
the same no, I have 2 boys.
2 boys.
But we're always at the same tournaments because there's always a girls' side and a boys' side. So he would always go out of his way, hit me up like, hey, if you guys are in the tournament, let me know what time you play. So I would hit him with our schedule, and sometimes it'd be 2 hours before we play. He would sneak up and with his security and check my boys' team out
That's
and
cool.
come before or after. We'd go to his games when we were done. So I would see him pretty much every other week. I think 90% of the game is mental, first and foremost. But when you get talent, a lot of it, like Kobe was God-given talent.
I forgot that he won the slam dunk contest. So you're talking about also a freak. physically.
KD was God-given talent. LeBron, there's guys that are God-given talent, but God-given talent only get you so far. You have to apply that work ethic, and that's what makes good guys great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because Kobe was a sicko. Mike was a sicko. These guys that are great are sick mentally from a standpoint of they're going to do anything it takes. Like, I loved basketball, but when I worked with Kobe, I worked at a different level. You know what I mean? Like, I always wanted to work hard, and I thought I was always working hard, but when I saw his preparation and what he went through, thinking day after day, night after night, rep after rep, I was like, damn, I didn't do as much during my career to be as, to be that, because I didn't know.
That's why
You
you'd
didn't pay
Kobe-
the price, right?
Right.
Like, I'm sure, and Michael Jordan talks about this too. Like, he wasn't around. Like, as far as the dads, he wasn't there, man.
Yeah.
His job was to be the best basketball player on the earth. That comes a heavy toll, man.
Well,
you miss out
phobia-
on birthdays.
Well, to me, I enjoyed the ride. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes, and I can't speak for a superstar, but I want to enjoy the ride. I don't want to be so locked into something that I'm missing out on my kids, that I'm
Yes.
missing out on living, that I'm missing out on experiences with love. Like, I don't want to, and this is not anyone in particular, but some guys get so sick on being the greatest that takes a lot away from their being normal, being human, having fun, having these regular interactions. And I wanted to enjoy the process. Now, don't get me wrong, I work my ass off. You watch one of my games, you know I played as hard as I could every
You
time.
have
I
to.
practiced as hard as I could every time. But I definitely enjoyed the ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
And you have Kobe over LeBron, don't you?
I do. I think LeBron can pass him, to be honest with you. To me, it's Mike, Kobe, Bron, and I think Bron can pass him with another win.
But I feel like Bron's not a sicko like that. I feel like Bron's more
No,
balanced.
he's a different kind of super. We've never seen LeBron is a Magic Johnson-esque.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just with bigger and more athletic. But just a different kind of star where there's still the charisma and the fun and the cool factor and all that kind of stuff.
He might be physically the greatest athlete to ever step on the court.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I mean,
all
physically,
around, what able to
because
do.
Boozer was saying, I'm same size, and he said, you don't understand his speed.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that extra speed that's so crazy.
The
Yeah,
Cowboys
lightning.
wanted to draft him
Yeah.
without ever playing it
I'll tell you
down.
this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.